Good afternoon, friends and family, including those joining us virtually and who couldn't be with us today. And it is including Warren's family in New Zealand. Do you want to give them a wave? Well, this is all pretty amazing. It's taken 14 years in the making. A gorgeous location, except for the mozzies. Everyone here is happy and excited, but none more than this beautiful couple. Everyone, please put your hands together with me in showing some love for the couple about to be married today, Julie and Warren. I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Narelle Murray and I am a celebrant duly authorised by law to solemnise this marriage according to the laws of this country. And it is my great honour to be officiating today's ceremony. Romance is palpable, isn't it? And I'm sure you can only imagine how excited these two would be right now. Years of planning, 14 years in planning, coming together on one day, a day they'll remember as one of the best days of their lives. To you, their family and friends, and I know quite a few have come from afar, welcome. Julie and Warren are delighted that you are able to be here to share this moment with them. It was the great medieval philosopher Thomas Aquinas who, when asked to define true love, said it was to will the good of the other person. If you truly love somebody, you will want their success, their happiness, everything is best for them. In the history of mankind, great lovers have died for the one or the ones they love. That's not called for. Julie and Warren see this ceremony today as a stronger commitment to their relationship. They call you together, their family and friends, to make this commitment clear to you and to call on your acknowledgement and support. Julie and Warren recognise that they're very happy with one another. Let's not kid ourselves, this is most of the time. They recognise that they would not be happy with anyone else, that no distant fields are greener. They know the main danger in a marriage relationship is the danger of taking each other for granted, of not appreciating each other enough. So they want to stay aware of each other. They know they must communicate and be open to communication. This they know is a lot harder than it sounds. Words must be said softly, listened to carefully. Warren, would you like me to repeat that sentence? Oh, thanks. Through shared experiences, they have grown as individuals, as a couple, and a family. In the process of falling in love, they have both come to the same realisation. They can achieve much more together than they could alone. There is another element in all this. They love each other, and they want to spend the rest of their lives together. As Bob Dylan said, "I can stay with you forever and never realise the time." Now I'd like to invite Carmel up to present the first reading, please.
Okay, so Julie and Warren, I'm now going to share with you a little recipe for a successful marriage. But please note that the following ingredients, it's not an exhaustive list, and over time you may require adjustments to the recipe and additional ingredients. So guys, there's a pinch of understanding, a tablespoon of trust, a drop of fun and flattery, and just a sprinkling of lust. A teaspoon of adventure, a heap of hopes and wishes, an ounce or two of thoughtfulness, and many scoops of hugs and kisses. You'll need a grain or two of consistency and a dash of admiration. Don't forget your family and friends, and of course, unlimited cups of conversation. You'll need maybe more cups. You'll need a dollop of devotion, a big can full of surprise, a bunch of boring household chores, and Warren, quite a lot of compromise. You'll need a drizzling of honesty, a sprinkling of laughter, a splash of patience, Warren, and support, Julie, to make your relationship a happily ever after. Use this recipe to guide you along your merry way and continue to add more ingredients as you see fit to help you each day. Congratulations to both of you on this very special day, and please know that everyone gathered here will support and stand by you every step of the way.
Now, at this point in the ceremony, the celebrant will often offer advice on married life. Certainly not my style. I think most people would prefer to hear a little bit of this couple's love story, because who doesn't love love? And love is what a wedding is all about. When I asked Julie and Warren how they met, I found out something interesting. It seems Warren is sometimes delusional. Warren is under the false recollection that Julie asked him out. What actually happened was Warren laughingly asked Julie to lunch, and Julie told him to put his money where his mouth was. Yeah, you're pretty glad you had cash on you, aren't you, Warren? The initial attraction for Julie was Warren's knowledge and work ethic, and I'm fascinated by what attracted Warren. We can all check it out. It was Julie's posture. I think he said posture. They must be wonderful traits, as they've been together 14 years. I think I've mentioned that. They have been living together for 10, and today will be sealing their relationship. The engagement's over, kids. They have achieved a wonderful feat in not giving up under adversity. They brought a family together, and they never ever give up on each other. And they never ever give up on any of their family. So along with loving each other, they do admire each other, and it's probably because they are so different. Warren is dedicated and disciplined in whatever he does, and Julie has a sense of adventure and spontaneity. Warren laughs on the inside, don't you, Warren? As a couple, they are great together because they understand each other. They respect boundaries. They don't live in each other's pockets, but they do have a wonderful life together as well. They are secure in their love, knowing they have each other's backs, always. Life is seemingly perfect. Not so. They do have annoying habits, but because I have one of these, I think the other will complement that issue. It seems Julie is a little untidy, and Warren has a little OCD. Everything in its place, isn't it, Warren? Yeah, it's a win-win, I think, because Julie can mess it up and Warren can tidy it up. My place, it looks like there's always been a struggle. Now, we wouldn't be here without a proposal. It was something that Warren mentioned for a long time. Will we get married? So he initially proposed in the kitchen. Julie thought he was joking and said, no. Not even a maybe. Sometime later, on a rainy day, at a fancy seafood lunch in Darling Harbour, they shared 2 bottles of red. Warren said, what a perfect day it was. So Julie said, all you need to do is propose. So Warren said, let's get married then. Julie said, okay. And they clinked glasses and went into shock. So they can continue to eat and drink copious amounts of alcohol. After the meal, Warren had to stay at Rozelle for work and Julie jumped on the train to head home. It was a bit of an anticlimax, wasn't it? But because of that day, that lunch, and those bottles of wine, we're all here today to celebrate your marriage. So let's get underway. Julie and Warren, being here today is your commitment to sharing a new path together in life. And with that, I would like to ask you both about your commitment to marriage. So before you, Julie and Lewis, and you, Warren John Phillips, are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses. I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are about to enter. Marriage, according to the law, is the union of two people, to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. In saying that, I just want to say to you both, marriage is a serious commitment and it will take you on the most incredible ride. So look after each other and make sure you take the time to enjoy it. And now I'm going to ask you both to declare your commitment to marriage. And Warren, I'll start with you. Would you like to face each other and hold both hands? Look at Julie. Warren, are you here today with a full knowledge and understanding of the commitment that you're about to undertake?
I am.
Will you make every effort to create a warm and loving environment to allow your marriage to grow and thrive?
I will.
With that being said, on this day, do you, Warren, take Julie to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do. Practicing that.
That worked. Julie, are you here today with a full knowledge and understanding of the commitment that you are about to undertake? Will you make every effort to create a warm and loving environment to allow your marriage to grow and thrive? With that being said, on this day, do you, Julie, take Warren to be your lawfully wedded husband? Now that Julie and Warren have stated their declaration to each other, I have something special that I would like to ask all of you, and in reply, we'd all love to hear a loud and heartfelt "we do," especially for the camera. Being invited to their wedding is Warren and Julie's way of letting you know how much you mean to them. So in saying that, do you all promise to offer guidance when needed and support when sought, as these two navigate their way through life as a married couple?
We do.
Okay. Now, before we come to what I think is the most romantic part of the ceremony, Julie and Warren have asked me to say a few words on their behalf to Bailey, Aralu and Maddie and Kiara. Today is not just the union of Julie and Warren, it is the joining of all of you as a family. So, Bailey, Lulu, Maddie and Kiara, Julie and Warren promise to be there when you need them and to offer advice if you ask for it. Should you ever need to talk, they will be there to listen. If you ever need a shoulder to lean on, they will be there to support you. They encourage you to always be yourselves and never be afraid to face life's challenges, but embrace them in the knowledge that it is a learning process to gaining wisdom. They will provide guidance and support to help you attain your dreams and aspirations in life. Home is always open to you, and they want you to know that they love each of you more than anything else in the world. Now, it brings us to the ceremony, part of the ceremony where Julie and Warren will have a conversation of love. It's going to be with each other, not with us, through the exchange of vows. It is here they will share words from the heart, and they have been specially chosen for this day. Here I come. And Warren, you're going first again.
Yep.
Lucky Warren.
I call upon these people present to witness that I, Warren, take you, Julie, to be my lawfully wedded wife. Yes. Since meeting you, my life has never been the same. On our wedding day, I want to make you these promises. I promise to always have time for you and for us. To love, to care, and to protect you for the rest of our lives. I promise to be faithful to you and to our marriage. To be by your side through the good times and bad. This is my solemn vow.
We've got that. Can you say
I call upon these people present to witness that I, Julie, take you, Warren, to be my lawfully wedded husband. Since meeting you, my life has never been the same. On our wedding day, I want to make you these promises. I promise to always have time for you and for us, to love, to care, and to protect you for the rest of our lives. I promise to be faithful to you and to our marriage, to be by your side through the good times and bad. This is my solemn vow.
Warren and Julie have just exchanged their beautiful words to each other. The hands that they have been holding throughout the ceremony will soon bear rings as a symbol of their love and promises. The promises that you have made to each other today are inscribed forever in our minds and in your hearts. But words are fleeting, and so those who marry wear rings as visible, tangible symbols of their commitment and loving connection. They are a reminder and a celebration of the promises you have made today. These rings announce to the world that you have found each other. I have the rings, please. I need you to slide the ring on with the right finger. Yes. You didn't colour code the nails. That's the problem. Please repeat after me. Julie, with this ring, I wed you. May this ring always belong to the hand of the one I love. This hand holds my heart forever. Would you like to slide it on Warren's finger? Break his knuckle. And repeat after me. Warren, with this ring I wed you. May this ring always belong to the hand of the one I love. This hand holds my heart forever. Julie and Warren, as you continue on this journey through life, I'd like to pass on some profound words from the promise of marriage. Marriage is a promise of companionship, of having someone to share all of life's experiences. Marriage does not promise that there will not be any rough times, just the assurance that there will always be someone who cares and that will help you through to better times. Marriage does not promise eternal romance, just eternal love and commitment. Marriage can't prevent disappointments, disillusionment, or grief, but it can offer hope, acceptance, and comfort. Marriage can't protect you from making individual choices or shelter you from the world, but it will help to reassure you that there is someone by your side who truly cares. When the world hurts you and makes you feel vulnerable, marriage offers the promise that there will be someone waiting to listen, to console, to inspire. Marriage is the joining of two people who share the promise that only marriage can make, to share the sunshine and the shadows, and to experience the richer, more fulfilling life because of it. It's a little bit of advice. I didn't write it. I would like to ask Elaine, please, to present our last reading.
I just have a very short little thing. It's a quote from Dr. Seuss that's one of Julie and Warren's favourites. It says, "We're all a little weird, and life's a little weird, And when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall in mutual weirdness and call it love. Congratulations.
Pretty much sums it up, doesn't it? All present here today have witnessed that Julie and Warren have accepted each other in a lifelong commitment. The wedding rings have been exchanged, the vows proclaimed. The two are now as one. As Lunik says, love one another and you will be happy. It is as simple and as difficult as that. There is no other way. By the powers vested in me, by the laws of this country, I now have much pleasure in pronouncing you to be husband and wife. Warren, you may kiss your beautiful bride. They're all happy. I can tell you're smiling. We're going to sign some paperwork. Could our two witnesses join us at the table, please? And I might just get the witnesses to sign standing up, so you can stay and have photos taken then. Now, family and friends. The marriage has now been witnessed. Julie and Warren are now officially husband and wife. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank them for having me as your celebrant. It's been a wonderful experience chatting to Julie on the phone with Warren in the background.
For an hour.
You weren't there for an hour.
Oh, awesome.
It's very important stuff. I would like to take the opportunity now to to present them with their marriage certificate. And Warren, not only do you get a new wife today, you get a brand new pen. It's all right. I'd like to introduce to you the newly married couple, Jules and Woz.